In today's video, we are going to talk about upselling. We've all had it happen to us, and if you're in business, you've probably done the same thing. But let's be real. A lot of times when someone is upselling you, it just feels yuck. I mean, you feel like you're being taken advantage of, like you're just looking for more money. It's not something that I think people enjoy. But sometimes it can be done to the benefit of both parties, and that's what I want to talk about today. So my son and I, our youngest son, he's 11. We love to go to the neighboring town and play pickleball. We discovered they had a court there over the spring, I think. And part of our traditions, we go play, and then we go to Speedway, a gas station in our area, and they have their fountain drinks. We can get a fountain drink for 59 cents. So he goes and picks out his pop. We get that, and we leave. Well, when we did it the other day, I was so hungry. Like, not like hangry, but like, I'm going to pass out if I don't get some food very soon hungry. And we passed their pizza place. Well, the pizza always looked good, and it's like very reasonable. So with my little Speedway card, it's 2 slices for $2, and they had a sign that said the whole pizza for $5. And I was really tempted to get it, but I knew I didn't want the calories. I knew I didn't need the food at that point because we were literally driving home to get dinner. It was only a 10-minute drive, but it just looked so good. So I said, "Hey, Gavin, are you hungry? No. Do you want to share a piece?" "Oh, not really, but I will." We sat there and talked about it, decided we were going to get it, and then decided not to get it, and ended up walking away and going to the checkout. Now, at this point, I'm in the checkout line, and the clerk is young. I mean, like 19, 20, 21 years old. And he said, "I saw you looking at the pizza. Do you have any interest in that?" And I said, "Well, kind of, like I'm hungry, but we're on our way to get dinner." And he said, "Well, it is really good. And it's a really good price too. It's 2 pieces for $2 if you have your Speedway card, or you can get a whole pizza for $5." And he's like, "I really like it." He was so nice. Like, I knew being in business that he was upselling me, but I didn't even care because it was, "Hey, this looks like you're interested in it. Would you like it?" And I knew that while he was certainly making money for his employer, it felt like he was also taking care of my son and myself. And keep in mind, like I said, he was young. So I was just on a business standpoint, I was super impressed with this young man. And so he goes, "We can have it done in 3 minutes." And I'm thinking, "Oh, geez, I can wait for 3 minutes." And so Gavin and I got the pizza. And it smelled so good. And I was so glad that I got it. Went out to the car and I actually said, "Gavin, can you get me a napkin?" And I literally ate a piece while I was pulling out of the parking lot, and it just hit the spot. So I say all of that to tell you that was a good experience and something that gave me the warm fuzzies, not the ick they're trying to sell me more feeling. But how does that translate or work into a vacation rental? Let me give you an example for us. So we were staying in a vacation rental, and before we got there, we'd already booked it and everything, and the owner emailed us and said, "I have an open spot between you and our next guest. If you would like to fill it, it will be $100. Now, that was a great deal for us or for the other party if they would have taken it, because that property was like $300 or $400 a night. So for us to get it for $100 was a great deal. So that was a win for us. But it was a win for the owner because his win was that nobody was going to book that for one night, right? Like, just randomly fit it in there. And by offering that to us who were staying there, he filled up that night. And I'll tell you, $100 beats nothing all day long. So it was also a win for him. And we did take him up on that opportunity, and we were super delighted, and I'm sure he was, to get the extra $100. It wasn't a hard thing to do. It was actually a great idea to have, and it made him money. It got us a great deal, and everything was fantastic. So I just want you to keep that in mind, that there are things you can do that can be a win-win for everybody. That was definitely what you would consider an upsell, but it was so worth it for us that it felt like we were being taken care of not taken advantage of. And that's the big difference. And from another standpoint, some families, we have more vacation, more flexibility, and travel more, but some families have a more limited budget, or maybe they have a limited time frame. But if they have a limited budget, that could have made a huge difference, because that would allow them an extra day for way less money, even less money than they could have gotten a hotel for on the way home. So that little thing that he did made a really great impression, and also taught us something that we had not thought about before that we can use for our properties as well. So just remember, an upsell that you give to your guests does not have to feel gross, where it feels like you're taking advantage of them, or worse, where they feel like that they are getting taken advantage of. So keep in mind that everything you do in an upsell should be a win-win. And if you want more vacation tips, or you need some more advice, like and subscribe, and ring the bell for further notifications. Thanks.